welcome to Rosemary's Cooking at Home. Do you know this is our last one for this year, but it's just been so exciting. I have loved doing it. It's been a new challenge, but it's been fun, and I'm going to tell you now, we're going to continue it. So, being the last one, I decided to make it really simple, but delicious for the children, and actually just to show you how to do things properly. And also a little bit of cutting I thought wouldn't go amiss. So we're going to be making the most delicious Waldorf salad, and I'm making it with a lovely local blue cheese, which is delicious. And it's got things like pears in it. People use apple. It's got chicory, it's got fennel, it's got celery, obviously little gems, which are gorgeous. Then walnuts, which I love, beautiful fresh walnuts, some fennel. So it's all there. And this is really a delicious, healthy winter salad. It's not that I'm wanting you to start healthy before Christmas, but it's just really lovely and refreshing. And with it, I'm making a chicken schnitzel. Now, I've been wanting to do this for so long. I don't know why, because I just think it's such fun to do and it's just a bit different. And actually, I've forgotten now saying that I need to get the chicken breasts out of the fridge, which I should have done earlier. So what I'll do is I'll get the chicken. I think I'll go, somebody's going to get it for me. In fact, Martin's going to get it for me. None of you have seen Martin. Martin's been working with me for 8 years. And Martin is always behind the scenes. He's always there. Thanks, Martin. Thank you. He says he hasn't got a face. He's got a lovely, lovely face. And these are my lovely things. So, it's also competition night. Now, I met in the street the other day somebody who makes local gin. It's called Birch Gin. It was just fortuitous. I literally was in the local art gallery wings, and who should come in but this guy who makes gin in Wadhurst, or not in Wadhurst, but the business is in Wadhurst. So what we're going to do now, let me get this right. Okay, to win this bottle of free gin from Birch Gin, please like, share, and comment your favourite gin cocktail. That's cool, because I'm going to make a gin cocktail with the Birch Gin in a minute. And so please, like, share, comment. God, I've got to get used to this, haven't I? I'm not very good at it. Unless somebody stands there with a board, I always forget to do it. So then we're going to make our schnitzel. Now, obviously, you can make little chicken goujon rather than schnitzel. But the reason I like it is because it's just... it's just lovely to see it on a plate, and actually it goes an awful long way. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to get out of here, oh God, don't look in that, which is quite important for a bit later, my cupboards. I need to clean my cupboards out, they're so thick. Anyway, now, they're so messy, but I can't do it before Christmas, I haven't got the time, so it'll have to be a next year's thing. So let's start off. We'll do the chicken a bit later. So let's start off with our salad. So now I have made some lovely homemade mayonnaise. Sorry, you can see this. The reason I've got this on is because, believe it or not, I burnt my hand while making a piece of toast. I cannot believe I was so stupid, but yes, I can actually believe it. So that's why it looks a bit weird. So I just didn't want you to see the big plaster. It actually looks worse than it probably is, only about that big, but it's very soft. So I made some lovely homemade mayonnaise. Now, to make mayonnaise, all I did was take a couple of egg yolks, put in some mustard, and very, very slowly, drop by drop to begin with, use sunflower oil. And then gradually, as it gets mixed in, you can actually go a little bit quicker. It took me 4 minutes, something like that, less than 4 minutes. And it's like chalk and cheese. Now, if you want to, you can use from a jar. You can use mayonnaise from a jar, which is fine. But just if it's Christmas, I just thought I'd make it that little extra special, making yourself. And I put a bit of lemon juice in as well to thin it out, because it gets very, very thick. So it's quite lemony, look at that. And the trick to a mayonnaise, I'm going to show you the trick, is this. Are you ready? You should be able to stick the spoon up in the middle. That's the trick to a good mayonnaise. Now, Never mind, you didn't see it. Oh, it's delicious. Right, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to start the pears. Now the pears, I'm going to peel them. Now I know some of you have already prepared, because I always say prepare your ingredients. But I thought this time round, people have already prepared. Just watch me so you know how to do it. So I'm just peeling the actual pears themselves. Okay, just take it off. Now, we don't have to go quickly today. We can just enjoy it. So, look, if there are any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. Do not hesitate. And I'm longing to talk to you about my new series that's come. Well, not my new series. I was part of a series called The Best Leftovers Ever. That's coming out on the 30th of December on Netflix. And I even went into Netflix, and actually I said in Netflix, I said that I sort of wrote on Best Leftovers Ever, and the trailers came up. Oh, so exciting. Seriously, I think I've been dubbed in about 50 countries. Who on earth could dub me? I have absolutely no idea, but never mind. I know I was dubbed in French once. Who could actually say stop? I mean, you know, in my sort of voice in French. They would say it, but, you know. Now, there we go. So, we've got that. So, the first thing we're going to do, now, I find it easier when you're doing anything like this. Cut. Cut. Okay. Now, you can see we're going straight back there. Cut. Cut. Perfect. Now, cut. 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 Okay, I'm just going to do that, and that's it. Right, so we got that done. Right, so we just cut again. Cut. Like that. It's so common sense, isn't it, once you know how, rather than cutting it into quarters. Right, okay. That's it. Perfect. Do. Right. Now, all we're going to do now, is once I've done that, is just cut it into dice. There we are. So, I mean, you don't have to do it. I've said rough cut, actually, in the recipe, because I'm not really bothered for people to sort of go crazy in making it all beautiful, because that's not what this is all about. This is all about, it's got to look nice, but also I don't want people to be sort of particular about every dice. I mean, it is at home, after all, so you don't have to be that precise, not as you do in a restaurant. Right, so go like that. But also, what I don't want to do is dumb down on the flavour, because obviously it's the flavour that it's all about in the end of the day. There we go. Easy peasy. So that's it. Now, I wonder if you're ready for Christmas. I must tell you guys, I'm not. We don't even know what really is happening, whether we're tier 4 yet or whether we're tier 3 or... I know we've been tier 2, but I'm not sure what's going to happen, to be honest with you. So I don't know yet what I'm doing, which is ridiculous, isn't it, when you think about it? But I do understand why they're doing it, looking at it, because it seems stupid, actually, after we've all been trying to, you know, be locked down and suffered enough. So we don't want to actually overdo a sort of, or get COVID and then go it for longer. We want to, you know, get it done and dusted once the vaccine comes out, which will be very exciting, very, very. Now, what else am I going to do today? I'm going to be making a lemon posset. Now, think about a lemon posset. It's so simple. And not only is it so simple, I'll be making it, but it's delicious to have as a little thing just to have and just to give somebody when they're having a drink or something. Now I'm going to do this. By cutting the ends off, you all know this little trick. It actually makes it a lot easier to do the squeezing of this. Now do ask me any question about Christmas.
We have some questions for you, Rosemary.
Woo, far away.
So John would love to know what time is the best time to start cooking a 3-kilo turkey and how long do I cook it for?
Right, 3 kilo. I always do about, I always do about 30 minutes, a kilo, something like that. And then I do an extra, say, 10 minutes. So if you work on that basis, you'll be okay. The thing is, the bigger the turkey, the more you cut the timings down. So as that's not very big, I reckon you do that. 30 kilo. Now, what I always say to people, you need to get yourself a meat thermometer, dig in, so you can actually, one like this, I'll show you. So, depending on your oven, because not every oven's the same. So if you have one of these thermometers, you pop it in just to double check it's done. Now a turkey should be 70 degrees. That's cooked, 70. And because it's going to continue cooking anyway once you've taken it out of the oven to let it rest for half an hour. So I would do that. Get yourself a meat thermometer and just do it. It's really, that's the only way to do it. So I do hope that's helpful. Now, I put the lemon juice with our delicious pears. Can you see that? Now they're not going to go brown. Right.
I'd like to know, Rosie, what pears are you using?
A conference. Now, I'm going to show you how to cut a celery. And what you do is, now, when you do this, be very, very careful. You take it like that. So you've got two pieces. Then you turn it on its top like that. Like that. Okay. And then what you do is you go down. Down. Okay. Then you've got the ones already cut. And then you take this down. Now, there's your bingo. And now you can get, okay, some nice little fine pieces of celery. It's a good way to do it. Celery is like that. Now, I know on the recipe I said slice, but actually that's a good thing to know. So I'm going to do that. So we do it again. So you take that. So you've got the two. Can you see that? Okay, so you've got the two there, like that, like that. Okay, and now you do it again. Upside down. Then you do it again. So you cut that in half, like that. And then you're going to do it again, and again. Yeah, and now you do your thing. Clever or what? Years and years ago, when I first saw something like that being done, I think, oh my God, it's like common sense. Why didn't I think about that before? It's one of those. And it's so useful. And it makes it much quicker. And it just gives it a different look. Look, it's diced rather than sliced. Diced rather than sliced. I like that. One more. One more. Here we go. There we go. Well, I wasn't very good at that one, was I? Never mind. Right, we'll just go down, I think. Well, we just can't. It's too wide. There. So again, bingo. There we go. Right, off we go.
Elizabeth is saying hello from Johannesburg in South Africa.
Oh, hello. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you? That's very exciting. Now, I'd like to say hello to David, boys, and his family, most adorable family. Ellie, the daughter, they have sent me a bottle of Liverpudlian gin. I have just received it today. It is so exciting, I cannot tell you. That's wonderful for stock. Do not throw it. And I'll show you in a minute. Now, what I'm going to do is cut very finely. Now, instead of dice, I'm going to cut. Now, these are beautiful, just roasted like that. Isn't that gorgeous? Roasted or deep fried, served, just perfect. You can do so much with a fennel root. There we are. How delicious is that? Just to...
Another comment from Katie, who wants to know what brand of knife do you use and what's your favourite brand?
And now this is a Japanese one. This is actually from Japan, and basically I like this. My favourite knife is this East-West one. So if you get one, that's what the one I would get, definitely. And always have a sharpener by you, and you keep it sharp. And let nobody else use it. The trick for a knife is never let anybody get their grabby hands on it, because they'll want to because it's sharp, but do not let them. Now all I'm going to do, because I don't actually want to, go to roughly like this, because I don't want to lose, in fact what I'm going to do it that way, these little bits of root bit I'm going to take off. Normally I'd keep them on, but on this occasion I'm taking them off. There we are. Now, there we go. So we're going to pop this in. How's it going? So here we go. Can't wait for my gin and tonic this evening. Right. Going to pop those in. Now, you see how I've now got a different texture. I've got the little diced. I want to show you. I've got the little diced here, and I've got the length. So what that's creating, texture. All about texture. Now, chicory. Now in this case, I'm just going to use, because it's quite bitter, I love this roasted in the oven. What you do is you literally bake it with Parmesan. Just turn the halves, put them in the oven, and you just literally do it so it's well caramelized. Add a little bit of sugar as well. So delicious. Right, I'm now going to cut that again. Oh, I might as well use them both, it's okay. So, there we go. So we're going to put this here. Perfect. I'm very well lit up tonight, so that's all cool. Now, just keep that going. Bingo. There we go. So I won't waste that either. The actual the roots, I'll use that for something else. Now, walnuts. I'm going to leave these walnuts whole. The reason why, I think they're beautiful and they're fresh. Look how lovely they are. You can always tell really good walnuts. I'm just going to bung those in. Why ruin them? Why ruin them? Now, we're now going to take some grapes. Now, at this place, I would normally probably use black grapes, but we're going to have some white grapes. So it's all going to be green. That's why I've just picked from outside my fresh French parsley, which I'm still growing, which is very exciting, that the fact it's all still growing. So it's lovely. There we go. Now, the wonderful thing about this particular salad is you can do it the day before and it's just as good. You don't do it on the last minute. It's actually a great Boxing Day salad. Ooh, I'm sure I'm going to stand on that. It's just gone down. It's a great Boxing Day salad. It really is. And it's very, oh, look at this. Now, I'm not going to skin them again. Texture. You know, we're not in a 3-star Michelin restaurant. Well, we could be, but we're not. But I'm not dumbing down in terms, as I said, I'm not going to dumb down at all. Not at all. There we go. Keep going. Now, if there's any questions about your actual Christmas lunch, or not Christmas lunch, or alternative, do you know what I'm loving? I'm loving the fact people are emailing me and actually telling me they're just thinking out of the box for their lunch this year. And I think there's something really, really great about that, because we've been so traditional for so long. And I do think to actually break the habits, it's healthy. It's like anything. Well, healthy, I'll tell you what, come New Year, I'm on a diet. And you're all going to join me as well, because we're going to have healthy food. But I tell you, I'm not doing it till then, because here we are. Now, okay, so here we go. Now, this is our lovely salad. So what I've done is, as I said, I've put in, let's recap. Are they with me still? Have we got thumbs up, please? Are we with me? Celery. Chicory. Fennel. Grapes. And pear. So I think that's done. Now that's lovely. Now I'm going to put in some of my delicious homemade mayonnaise. Now there's quite a lot of lemon in there, okay? And I'm also going to put a little bit of fresh olive oil in there. There we are. Now, as I said, there's a lot of lemon in the base, so we're going to go with that. So normally I would do that with my hands, but I'm just going to do this so to keep my hands clean. There we are. There we are. Doesn't that look wonderful? Right. Can you see everybody? Now, because it's so, I'm just going to do these great big pieces of lovely fresh. And I'm using the stalks as well, because those stalks are so fresh that honestly, they couldn't be anything but beautiful. So, okay. And I don't want to push it too much so it's not. So, there's my salad. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put it in a minute in a bowl. I'll do that later. I'm going to put it on the plates with this lovely little gem which I adore. Now I'm just going to pop in a little bit of this cheese. Now, the thing is, it's the last thing you do, guys, because if you put it in too much before, what you don't want to do is mix it in too much. You want to keep it. Oh, it's delicious. Look at that. And it'll go so well with the chicken. Oh, it's just so creamy. It's absolutely yummy. There we are. And this is our lovely local Sussex. Coming down the road. It's delicious. Okay, there we go. Now, you can use any cheese, anything you like. Right, reminder, competition, guys. Okay, please. So, if you want to win a bottle of birch gin, please like, share, comment with your favourite cocktail. So, like, share, comment. I like that. I think I'm doing rather well today, considering how bad I am normally.
Nina Davis is loving her first ever cook-along.
Oh, really? Oh, sweetheart. Well, it's lovely to have you. Now, I'm putting this on top. Can you see that on the camera? Please. Yes? Perfect. Right. What I might do, so it's sort of nicer to look at it, I wasn't going to do this, but I've just decided, can I have that Cheeto? I've just decided to do it. So what I'm going to do, right, we're just going to get rid of this board and turn it over. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to, oh, never mind, it's just where I burnt it. We're at home, aren't we? Right. So I'm literally going to pop it on. Where's that thing? Oh, I'm tumming and tarring. Take that, just to show you. Just to start you off, just to look at it. Right, that's the sort of thing. Maybe so you can see it. Now, I tell you, it's a lot. I've given you a big quantity, actually. Right, schnitzel. Let's just clear up a bit before we get going.
Jackie, you sending me love from Yorkshire?
Oh, Jackie! Jackie, lots of love for you too. Jackie is an old friend. Jackie and Nick are old friends from Yorkshire. And she's a loyal friend, actually. Very loyal. They've stuck with me through thick and thin. Unbelievable. Right, now, here we go. So you've got that. That's our delicious salad. And there's my homemade mayonnaise. There's my drink. And here are my schnitzels. Right, now I'm going to give time for everybody to get ready with doing some schnitzels, okay? So, I'll give you a minute. Please thumbs up when you're ready. Thank you. So, can you please let me know, guys, when they're ready? because I'm going through quite quickly.
Alex is watching you and he will do tomorrow.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so are they ready? Are they saying thumbs up?
Someone's, yeah?
Okay, how many people are watching? Pardon?
100.
Hundreds? No, they're not. No, come on, how many people are watching? We've got our egg. And we've got our breadcrumbs. Oh, panko. Now, I was actually going to put them in the processor and make them finer. But I'm not going to because I didn't have time. Actually, I won't have a rest, to be honest with you. So it doesn't matter. So, there we are. Thing is, they always say to me, Rosemary, you're too honest. You're too honest. Why? Of course I am. Can I have another egg, please? 3 eggs I'm going to use. Right, now these chickens are chicken breasts, I should say. Thank you. There we are. Right, salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. Okay, so now before I do this, let me get my pan on. Now the pan needs to go on a really low heat, everybody. There we are. But get it warm enough. Now, what I do is I mix a little bit of oil with the butter. Now, the reason for doing that is because what I do is it stops the butter from burning too quickly. So it's just a little bit of help. See, that's so naughty, just taking it out of a packet. But do I mind? No. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. I don't normally use olive oil, but I'm going to in this case. So pop it in there. Right. So we're going to now whisk this up. My eggs. Now it's very, very important to whisk it really well because I don't want any strands in there. I want it to be really whisked properly. And this is important. Can you see that, everybody? Are they able to see that, guys? Right, really, really whisk it. I don't want it to be unwhisked when you're putting stuff. Oh, sorry. When you're putting stuff in it. Right, okay. Perfect. Now, here we go. Right, to do a schnitzel, I've got 4 breasts here. I love my local butcher. I really love my local butcher. Now, what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is to remove this fillet. Now, what I tend to do there with a fillet is I actually use it for a stir fry because it sort of somehow gets in the way. And, oh, I don't know where that didn't have one on. Right, so, there we are. No, it's fine. So, there we are. I've got a little bits of fillet, which I will put in a minute. So I'm left with that. I'm sorry about the board, guys. That's me burning it. So I'm just going to take this off, these little bits. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to cut, bring this forward, and I'm going to cut here in the middle, not go right through, and just bring it out so it's like that. All right, I'm going to do the same to this. Okay, same to this.
Alex has asked, is it normally olive oil or oil for heat and butter for flavour? Is there a rule?
No, what that does, okay, good question. I've used the butter, I've used the oil with the butter, so it stops it from burning so quickly, that's why, with the salt residue in there. It's better just soften it off with a little bit of oil. It doesn't matter, I don't care whether you use sunflower oil or olive oil on this one. It doesn't matter. Makes no difference at all. Good question though. Right. Another one. So I'm doing my butterflies.
Shortcuts that can just help for busy people prepare Christmas dinners? Any shortcuts the day before, or?
Well, what I would suggest, yes, what I would suggest, if you can, prepare everything in advance. Like, for instance, if you're doing things like an ordinary roast, you can prepare your vegetables in advance. Okay, you can prepare your Brussels sprouts, get them all ready. I normally stir fry my Brussels sprouts, so it literally is a last minute thing. And then you can get your potatoes cooked off, fluff them up, get them ready, and then you just put them in the oil, hot oil, or goose fat, while your turkey's resting. You can also prepare your red cabbage now and put it in the freezer. You can also do your bread sauce or your puree, put them in the freezer. The only thing you can't put in the freezer is the root vegetables, because the root, what they do is, when you freeze whole root vegetables, they tend to crystallize, and they're like mush. They're not just not so nice. So basically, it's best I don't do it. So I'm going to take this off for it, actually, and put this on here. I hope that's helpful. Now, but I would definitely do everything in advance, and you can do, say, one thing a night, just one thing. I've already done my freezer. I've already done the stuffing. I've done everything already. And I've been really busy too, so not the fact I'm saying, oh, I'm so clever, aren't I? No, it's not that. It's just I know I'm not going to have time on Christmas Day. So it's purely selfishness from my part. Now, the next step to doing the chickens, let me get this out of the way here, I'll put that on there, is to just get your schnitzel out, like that, and I'm going to bash it with a rolling pin. But what you don't want to do is bash it too much. Now, to be honest with you, half a chicken breast doing it this way actually ends up enough. There you go, so it's really thin. Look at that. So we've got one. Let me just, bingo, put it up there. Might as well take the next one. There's no point getting any more paper out, is there? That's it. I really wanted to make this an easy one tonight because we've got enough cooking to do this Christmas. So I think that, okay, and I just didn't want to. We had a pretty hectic time last week. It was so funny actually last week. Actually, I'm going to take this off like that. Yes? Gosh, well, you can. If you're doing, sorry, if you're, yes, aubergine would work, but it's a bit, aubergine would work, but it would go a bit soft. You could do it with aubergine if you've got a large one, but be very careful because it doesn't seize up when it cooks. It actually goes softer. So as long as you understand what you're dealing with, or I think a root vegetable, because the root vegetable gives you texture. So I think something like a celeriac. Just cut the celeriac, or even a cauliflower. Now, if you did the cauliflower, which would be quite cool, slice the cauliflower through, okay, and then just barely cook it off. I would fry it in a pan, very barely cook it, and then just egg fry it and do it the same way. That sort of thing would work like probably a dream. So, okay, so we can take this. Now, we're getting there. I've got 4 here. Why did I do so many? But never mind. They did question me why I'm doing so many. Never mind. Okay, well, because I wanted to show you That's me being generous. There. Okay, off we go. Right, nearly ready. So, once you've done this, so I'm going to show you the first one. Now, this one, I shall do this one. So the first one, let's go one at a time. So, first thing we do, this is on really low, which is good. First thing we do, we're going to pop this, we're going to season it actually. Season. Put a bit of pepper. Now I'm going to add a little bit of moisture to it. The reason why is because that will help the flour stick to it as well and keep it a little bit more moist. Okay, on we go. Now it's important you don't, yeah, you just literally grab it in. There we go. Now, you could almost put this into two, but it's quite nice having the whole one. Right, in we go. There. That's it. Off we go. Now it has to be on, has to be on a low heat. So off we go. So here we go. Now, there we are. Keep going. I might have to do this a bit later because I might just do two. Otherwise it would probably take too long to fry. Because, there we go. Okay. Right, so that should be enough. So I'm going to start off with one. There we go. So in we go. There we are. Now while that's cooking, I'm going to do another one. Okay, I'm just going to do my finger hands. So, don't be shy. Just once you've actually put it in, try not to touch it, because a bit of salt, a bit of pepper. You can put a bit of chili on here if you want, it doesn't matter. A little bit of water, it's just to help with the sticking and the moisture in the actual breast. Okay, there we go. I'll make sure it's all there. Perfect. Right, make sure this is done. How easy is this? Onto here. So make sure it really is covered, okay? Onto there. So I'm just going to take this off. Right. Turn this up a little bit. Now, I'm not going to do all four because I think it's a shame just to stand there doing four for you. But I will do these when I'm off the air. As soon as I'm off, I'll literally finish them off, because there's no point in letting that go, because that'll be a delish. So they're all ready to go. And that's the other thing. You can have these ready to go in your fridge, ready to go, ready to do, okay? Literally. Now I'm going to clear up a little bit while that's cooking away. Here we are. Because it's too yucky. Pop this, yes?
If someone was to cook a beef joint at Christmas, how's the perfect way to cook it?
Well, the perfect way to cook a beef joint is to sear it first and then pop it in on a really high heat and then turn it down to 170. So pop it on a high heat for about, depending on the size, for about 20 minutes, then to about 200, and then turn it down to 170, no more than 170. Because you've got to understand, when you're cooking something, if you cook it too quickly, it's not going to work because it's a big joint, it's tricky to do. So you need to cook it slowly, but get it going. Now put this to one side because I don't want to. I want to just put this here. I hope that's clear. But work out. I normally allow 15 minutes for every 10 minutes. Sorry, depends on the size. When it's big, 10 minutes probably 500 grams. That's enough. But just sort of see. Again, you need to get a thermometer because it needs to be 55 degrees inside. I cannot stress enough about thermometers. They are the only thing to have because then there's no questioning. Is it done? Is it not done? I mean, that's the big thing. You just have to take the thermometer, bung it in, and then Bob's your uncle. You don't need to do anything else. Right now, let's take a glass of water. So we've got this one going. You see how slow it is? Can I have some, please? Right, my favourite gin one is, but I do mine differently, and people know already. I think people can guess. People know already. It's the Negroni, but I use just fresh orange juice with it. Okay, which is absolutely delicious. I love it. So, to me, Negroni is the best for me. I love a dry martini, a really good dry martini, and I also love. I love my gin and tonic, but I'm going to show you in a minute how I make my gin and tonic. It's not like everybody else. I put fresh mint in, so I'll show you in a minute. So have we had any nice comments for the actual gin about the competition?
There's an amazing one. We have Amanda who says her favourite is espresso martini.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never had an espresso martini. I know that, just going to put a bit more of that in.
Christine says her favourite thing to do with gin is sex on the beach.
I'm sure. It's cool. I've never asked for a sex on the beach. You know, maybe one day I'll say, can I have sex on the beach, please? That's naughty, isn't it? That is so naughty! Yes. Loads and loads. Well, we want loads and loads.
Carol says she loves a gin fizz.
Gin, well, hang on. What's the fizz? Just champagne?
Champagne.
Oh, don't ruin a nice... No, don't ruin... No, Carol. Is that Carol Bell?
Carol Hunter.
Carol Hunter. Well, do not spoil. Carol Hunter, don't spoil gin with a good glass of champagne, please. Not if it's a really decent champagne. Right,
Then
okay.
Amanda Tolan, who definitely said my favourite cocktail is definitely a Negroni.
Amanda, I agree. I hope you're well. I hope it's lovely up in Cumbria. Windermere, how lovely is that? I must come up and see you sometime. Right, she's got a great B&B up there. Okay, now, guys, we're just waiting for this to be done now. So I think while we just wait for that to be done, I'm going to now start a cocktail. Oh no, lemon posset first. No, lemon posset. Can you pass me the lemon posset, please? Okay, now, this, please don't all go, woo, what's lemon posset? This is a little extra je ne sais quoi. Okay? This is a little extra thing. Now, lemon posset is the simplest, the easiest thing in the world to do. It's just cream boiled with sugar, lemon juice, and zest. That's all it is. Now, but what I've done is, when you're having a little aperitif, you can serve it as a cocktail. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to boil some double cream and some sugar. Thank you. I'm going to boil some double cream. So it's 100, now what did I use? 250 mils of double cream. How much sugar did I use here? 75 grams. So 250 cream, 75 grams of sugar. Yeah, you can double it. This is just for a small amount. Now, and that's all it is. Boil those up together, boil them in. We'll put them in a whisk. We'll whisk them up together. When I find my little whisk. What's that? Right. So we're just going to pop it in. Right, bring it up to the boil and boil it for literally a couple of minutes, literally. So let's have a look at let's see how it's doing. See, it does take quite a long time. Right, I'm going to actually turn this over on here because this bit wasn't quite done. Right, I'm now going to put this. Have we got a J-cloth at all? Or not? No, we might not have a J-cloth. So if I put this on here, normally I'd put things like this on a J-cloth. So bring your cream to the boil, okay? So this is extra. Please don't be looking for it, it's extra. So it's nearly done. You've got to be so patient. Oh, thank you. Here we are. Now I'll put it on here, actually. Oh, all right, I'll put it on there. So we're going to put our lovely piece of chicken on here. Look at that. Schnitzel. So I'm actually going to quickly, just right now, you do not want, can I show you? You do not want those horrible yucky bits in there. So let me just get rid of them. Because you really do not want them. That's it. Okay. Perfect. Done. Put it on. Tea towel, please. Oh, I'll use this. Okay, now we're going to put it in a clean pan because it's no good if you start putting this into water. So here we go. That, a little bit of oil, some butter. Here we are. Put it in. Ooh, splash. So, put that in, get that melted. Oh, we're fine. I'm at home. I'm at home. Right, okay. So here we go. That's ready for the schnitzel. When I come and decorate it, that's ready for this. So the cream is boiling now. So have that cream boiling. This is softening. Going to put it into these here. Okay. Just so you know, can you pass me that from over there, please? And pass me the stuff there. Right, now this. Okay, so what I've done is, I've got some lovely little dried strawberries here, which are absolutely stunningly beautiful. So let me just actually put this in, because otherwise we're going to be here forever. Perfect.
Amanda's just said maybe you should bring Rosemary Saturday on tour and cook in our kitchen.
I'm sure Amanda's got the best kitchen ever. Right, we're going to take this, because she loves cooking like me. I'm actually going to just take the dust because there's so much dust here. That's it. All I'm going to do with my finger is literally don't mind those little bits in because it is strawberry after all, so. Oh.
James has just joined and he's
Woo! It's got a life of its own. Blimey. Okay. Right. Okay. So, yes, hello, James. And?
just joined and he's just said, what have you done to your hand?
Oh, I hurt it. I burnt it making some toast. Right, now all I'm doing is putting, I know it's nothing exciting, like doing some foie gras or something like that. Just some toast. Right, I'm just doing some little bits of almond on there. This is coconut, little bit of coconut. Okay, now.
Rosemary, can you just recap what you've done with the lemon posset and how you've done it?
Yes, we'll do. So what I've done is, I've taken 250 mils of cream. I've added 75 grams of sugar, brought it to the boil, nearly overboiled it, and it's just simmering now, and it's done. So what I'm going to do now is add some zest. And I'm now going to have 1.5 lemons from the lemon juice. Now what this does, there we are. Use it all. Be very...
How many lemons are you using?
Well, I think there's 2 in there actually in the end of the day, but you know what? Fine. It's just going to be really lemony. Right, we're now going to take this. So that's all it is. It's literally four ingredients. Well, 4 ingredients. 3 ingredients. You can put vanilla in it. I'm putting it through a sieve because some people like bits in it. I don't. Now, what's going to happen is overnight, I'll show you in a minute. Whisk it up. Now, that's not very much. So, if you want to do half a pint of cream, that's it. Perfect. We're just going to let this cool down a little bit, or you can put it into ramekins, you can put it into anything. But it's just so easy. And now, so if somebody's standing there with a drink, all you can do is give them one of these little beauties, like that, and just go, oh my God. That is so delicious. Oh! Do you know what I love? The strawberry and the almonds coming through. No more. They're too moreish. Right. Okay, we've got to turn this over. So I hope that's okay, guys. That's a little extra something for you for Christmas. That's just a little something to give. So when you've got your guests over, and something that's not going to take very long to do.
I was just wondering if you could post the recipes for that online.
Yes, we'll do. Now, oh dear, look at me doing this. Okay, half the pan wasn't over it. Okay, keep going. Right, that's done. That's done. Now we need to decorate. No, before we decorate, I need to have a gin and tonic. No, actually, I'm going to... There's nothing like changing my mind.
Amanda's back in again and she wants to know, where did you get all those different dishes from?
Stove.
And Dave has asked, what consistency should the posset have?
It'll be thick custard. A really thick, just setting custard. Oh, a really... Sorry, Dave. Okay, Dave, let me show you. You see, Dave, I knew it. You send me this gin. Now you want me to go mad, don't you? So this is what it's like. Oh, never mind. It's your fault. Oh, God, I can't try. Dave, it's your fault. You're so sweet, Dave. They're so lovely to have sent that to me. Right, now, let's do something. Right, what I'm going to do is put this there. Now, if I just give you with the blue cheese, because it's the blue cheese that makes it really pretty and delicious and rich. Okay. Right. Are you with me, guys? Are you with me?
Rosemary, do you want to get a recap?
Yes, please. I will do. Let me just... That's... Do you know that's so cordon bleu? I didn't do cordon bleu. But what they used to do was to cut this off. And it was one of the things that... So it looks neater. Look. So cordon bleu. Right. Okay. So, actually, that's funny enough. That's too thick. It looks stupid. So if I do that, that looks better. Now, for me, that is the simplest supper, but the most delicious supper ever. Seriously, with your kids having that, or you can make goujon out of it, I think that's utterly lovely. Let's just make this look nicer, shall we? I'm so mucky. I'm really mucky. Dave, I love the way it's called. I'm just going to get the gin out in a second, actually. I love the way it's called, and I wanted to show you the birch gin, because we have the local gin, birch, which is delicious. Hang on. The story behind it, which is rather sweet, is his wife didn't like the sort of bitter, sort of strong gin, you know, like the dry gin. So they put a tiny bit of sugar in. Just a tiny bit. So it was good. So let's get the gin. Now, glasses. Can somebody pass me the glasses?
Rosemary, someone has asked about your Netflix show. When is it coming out?
Right, Netflix. This is so exciting. Am I doing two? Might as well. The Netflix show, it's coming out on the 30th. Actually, I tell you what, I'm just going to chat to everybody. So nice, I've got time. The next Netflix show is coming out on the 30th of December. So it's absolutely brilliant. And it's called The Best Leftovers Ever. And I'm really excited about it. Genuinely excited. I hope people like it. Oh, I really want Americans to like me. I don't know whether they will, because I'm so off the wall. But I hope they like me. Because I'm quite unusual. Now, this is called birch gin. Actually, if you look at it, can you actually see under the camera, it's got a tree on the inside, a birch. Can you see that? I like that. I think it's got the picture of the sea, you've got the autumn leaf, you've got the summer leaf. I like that. Right, now, get that in. Okay. Okay, off we go. Now, so who's so far putting the best in? Who's the best person so far with the drink? Give me some of the titles, will you? Don't tell me who they come from, only because I might know the people and I don't want to seem... Right.
So someone said, I'm a spritzer gal on Christmas Day, a delicious red with blackcurrant and cherry sparkling water. Please don't sigh.
No. Okay, but I like cherry. That is like that, but I love cherries. I love fresh cherries. Is that a lot? I don't know. So, not for me. I like it half and half. Right, okay, so, go on, another one.
We have another one saying apple elderflower gin cocktail.
Apple, ooh, I like the sound of that one. Ooh, go on, another one.
Is it gin and
Dubonnet.
Dubonnet?
Debonnaire. Actually, don't you think Debonnaire is a much nicer word? Debonnaire. Debonnaire.
Pina colada with gin, sweet rum perhaps?
No. But I love cocktail. I love rum things stuff. So I would have to try it. Yeah. You never know. It could be quite good. Go on.
Next one, I have made my cranberry sauce in vodka and orange. After no alcohol for a year, we're probably getting that smashed on Christmas Day alone. Happy Christmas to you all.
Actually, gosh, good on you. That sounds amazing. Don't get too smashed, will you, before lunch? Because, you know, that wouldn't be such a good thing.
Another one, I love an espresso martini. However, you can't beat a
Do you know what? I absolutely agree with you, completely and utterly. I'm just going to squeeze a bit of lemon in here. But to finish it off, I'm going to put mint. I love mint in my gin and tonic. Actually, let me just get my thing. There we are. I love.
We have another one saying my best gin pickle is pink gin with lemonade and strawberries.
Pink gin, lemonade. Oh, that actually sounds. No, that doesn't sound bad. But maybe a bit sweet. Okay, go on. I'm getting them.
Rhubarb and vanilla. I tried last night. Lovely. So again, a bit of fun. And some gin.
Okay, that could be quite nice, actually.
Rhubarb and gin. Just with the tonic.
Yeah, rhubarb's quite good. Right, I've got to do a shout out to Mark Davis. He loves you and your cooking. Oh, I was just about to say he loves you. But thank you so much. Debbie Johnson as well. Johansson, sorry, Debbie Johansson. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. And thank you so much for joining me. This is so nice. Okay. To be honest with you, it's not completely stood out. One has not stood out yet. Is that... Go on.
For you, Garden of Eden gin with some cucumber, mint and tonic.
I love the sound of the cucumber. You know why? Fresh, delicious. I like the sound of that. I really like the sound of that. Okay, is there another one?
Classic beauty.
Okay, guys. What we'll do is we're going to have a little classic G&T. What we're going to have, we need a twist. My twist is mint, but something that's a bit different. Cucumber, I know you've seen it before, but I just think that's really refreshing at Christmas too. I think that's really delicious. Okay, guys, I'm going to put this out. Now, we're going to take this. So what have we done? We're nearly done, everybody. How long have I been, guys? Well, hey, how good is that? Now,
We've had another suggestion for a cocktail.
go on.
Christmas gin cocktail right now is Advocat gin, Fino sherry.
Avocar.
Gin with Fino sherry in equal measures.
God, that'll set your head on fire. My gin and sherry in equal measures with the avocar. But do you know what? It sounds delicious. It's probably the sort of thing I'd really love. Okay. Okay.
We've got another one for a mulled gin, infused apple juice with festive spices with just a plain gin.
Okay. No fizz. Just plain.
Tomato and basil in a gin.
No. I prefer my vodka. I prefer my Bloody Marys. And I mean, you can do that. I put, actually, in my Bloody Mary, I put vodka, sherry, horseradish, celery salt, Tabasco, Worcester sauce, ice, lemon. Oh, it's delicious. This is equally delicious. Well, do you know what, everybody? We're going to have a good look at these, and we're going to choose someone. Do you know, I mean, I'd love to choose someone now, because I tell you, because we do. No, to win this, oh, I've got to say that there's still time. Okay, I'm going to give you until tomorrow. Wait. I'm going to give you till Monday. All right, I'm going to give you until Monday. On Monday, we will choose the one. There's one or two which I really like just now that you've told me. We'll choose and we'll come up and I will try them as well. I'm going to try them because I don't want to just take your, so I do need the quantities. So I'm going to try them. So you will receive, though that person who wins will receive a bottle of birch gin. So please get ready for us to ask you for your address and we'll get it directly sent from the Birch Gin Company. So please, will you like, share and comment. I love this. Like, share, and comment. Do you know, I feel I'm getting so good at this social media now. I was complete rubbish before. I'm still rubbish, but doesn't matter. The thing is, it's important. But it's been a lot of fun. Do you know, tonight has all been about relaxing. It's all been about relaxing. Just no pressure. Just ending up with the most delicious, simple meal with a lovely winter salad, Waldorf salad, that you can give to anybody, and a gorgeous chicken that everybody, all the children will love, and you can just enjoy yourselves. So I would honestly, I hope you have the best Christmas, and also a very, very happy new year. And we'll be starting again on the 9th of January, completely in the fitness mood, okay? So we're going to have no cream. We're going to have just health. I'm going to try and come up with lots of recipes that will be healthy and we will enjoy. Okay, so I'm wondering, so those who want to follow me and try, I don't know how I'm going to do it, whether I'm going to do a daily diary or whether I'm going, but we're certainly on our Saturday cook-alongs, we'll certainly be doing some really lovely, healthy family food, because that's what this is all about. This is for the family. So have a lovely time. Have a great time, whatever lockdown you're in, whatever you're doing, you know, just try and relax and try and enjoy it. I think this is not a moment, I think, for joyeties and wonderful things, no. It's a moment just to actually almost take stock and just actually have a simple time, but also be with your loved family, etc., and enjoy yourself. So all I can say is keep safe, keep it simple, but just have a lovely time. Okay, lots and lots of love from me, and big hugs and kisses to you all, and thank you so much for supporting me on this cook along. I have so enjoyed myself, and you ain't seen the end of me yet, as they say. So enjoy. I want you to have all your comments, please, on the new series on the 30th December. Best leftovers, please, and please keep tweeting, social media. Keep doing. Comment, share. What's it? Share, comment, and like. So keep going. Share, comment, and like. Okay, comment and like. Okay, listen, you take care.